Evening po. Welcome po sa ating Nutritional Immunology and its role in boosting the immune system. No? So I'd like to say good morning sa mga taga-guests from Canada, even UK. So good morning po sa kanila, and of course, good evening po sa ating lahat dito. No? To begin with, we would like to say welcome po sa ating mga medical professionals, no, that is tune in tonight. Sa mga ating mga guest din po, good evening po sa inyo. So ngayon ay we are in day 3 of our ECQ. So we thought that COVID-19 has been contained, but no. Okay, at ngayon ay we're experiencing another wave of COVID infections na ngayon ay together with several variants na po. No? Ngayon our people are wondering, how can we boost our immune system? That's why we would like to present this free public service and awareness sa lahat as much as possible ng mga tao that will meet. So welcome po sa mga guests natin. Now, before we discuss about what is nutritional immunology, let me share to you first the woman behind nutritional immunology. Yan, si Dr. Jau Fei Chen. She's a graduate of Brigham Young University with a PhD degree in microbiology with special emphasis on immunology. Because of her contribution in the field of science, namely nutritional immunology, she was recognized in California. They declared March 8, 1996 as Dr. Jau Fei Chen Day. And Dr. Chen went on to have numerous awards in Taiwan, as well at Las Vegas, a Traditional Medicine Award. One of her prestigious award is yung ating pong kanyang tinanggap na 10 Outstanding Young American Award. She's the first Chinese descent American to receive such high award po. Katumbas po niya sa mga nabigyan ng award na yan, si John F. K., si Elvis Presley, and to name a few. Because of her science and research, one of her product is itong tinatawag na Essence of Knowledge, was given the National Biotechnology Medical Prize. Yan. And Dr. Chen also went on to write numerous books like Plant Foods and Nutritional Immunology, as you can see here. Meron din pong Nutritional Immunology. And my favorite, itong Cancer and Nutritional Immunology. Okay? I hope makakuha pa kayo nito, itong Enjoying Health and Longevity with Nutritional Immunology. Some of these books are being used in some colleges in the United States. Okay? And her company, ang pinaka-edge po dito, is the Food Safety Excellence Award, si Dr. Chen. Yan po ang pinaka-edge po na kanyang sinasagawa in her advocacy. She makes sure that the products she made are very safe for human consumption. And for 15 consecutive years, the company of Nutritional Immunology has been awarded Food Safety Excellence Award for 15 consecutive years. Okay, so at this point, we'd like to present to you our invited guest to talk about the science of nutritional immunology. Our speaker is a graduate of BS Public Health in UP College of Public Health and finished her medicine at De La Salle Health Sciences Institute. And she got her masteral in hospital administration in UP Open University. Currently, she's working as an OB-GYN and medical director of World Citi Medical Center. And she's also an advocate of nutrition immunology and lecturer since 1997. So let us welcome Dr. Margarita Santella-Jara. Dr. Jara.
Hi, good evening. It's a pleasure to be here once again, talking about nutritional immunology. So for our friends who are here, thank you for joining us tonight. In this time of pandemic, where no definite recommendation for treatment or even prophylaxis is out yet, we cannot just do nothing. No? At the moment, we have 6,128 new cases, and it's so sad that we have 106 deaths. So what can we do? How can we contribute to flattening the curve? The past few months, we, the Nutritional Immunology Advocates, we're trying to reach out of social responsibility to share the gift of health and knowledge on how can one strengthen the immune system. So I hope this evening would be worth your while. So there are several principles that the science of nutritional immunology has taught us. By the way, what is this science of nutritional immunology? This is a science that studies the link between nutrition and the immune system. And what is the value of a healthy immune system? According to the science of nutritional immunology, if the immune system is healthy, diseases can be prevented. And if the body is sick, knowledge of nutritional immunology can help one recover fast from the illness. When one is deprived of sufficient nutrients, our immune system becomes sick. So let us look at the guiding principles of the science of nutritional immunology. See, when there is no sign of sickness, it doesn't mean that one is healthy. Because, you know, some of us may be walking around, performing our jobs, but we are taking maintenance medication. So we are not really totally healthy. Why? Because there are many things that cause illnesses. Among them are pollution in the air, in the water that we drink, the food that we eat. Because even if we are eating fruits and vegetables, we don't know if these are laced with insecticides and pesticides. And now, the worldwide problem that is alarming us is the presence of this unseen enemy, the COVID-19. Let us look at the top global causes of death recorded in 2017. Among them, the top in the list is cardiovascular diseases, followed by neoplasms, chronic respiratory diseases, respiratory infections and tuberculosis, neurologic disorders, diabetes and kidney diseases, digestive diseases, and maternal and neonatal disorders. Most of these illnesses are actually lifestyle, categorized as lifestyle diseases nowadays. What are the causes of these lifestyle diseases? If we look at our bodies, this is what happens when we are suffering from various illnesses. Let us look at our blood vessels. The first in the picture on your left side is a healthy artery. In the middle is a partially blocked artery. When one is suffering from a partially blocked artery, it might manifest as hypertension. On the rightmost side of this picture is a blocked artery. When this happens, one is already experiencing chest pains or even might experience myocardial infarction or stroke. The next picture shows you a healthy lung on the left side and a lung which is converted into a blackened structure because of pollution, smoking, or even cancer. In this next picture, you will see a healthy liver as compared to a diseased liver. This liver might be a fatty liver, a liver with cirrhosis, or even a liver with cancer. This picture shows you the joints. The first picture is a healthy joint. When one has osteoarthritis, the joint will look like this in the middle. And when one has rheumatoid arthritis, when there is already inflammation and destruction, the joint will look like this on the third picture. Even our kidneys will look differently when it is diseased. On the left are normal kidneys, on the right are kidneys with diseases like chronic renal disease or even polycystic kidneys. Okay, so what do we do? What do we do when we are sick? We either self-medicate or we either go to consult our doctors so that medicines can be given to us because medicines can save lives during emergency cases. So as I was saying, when we go for a consultation to our doctors, they give us medicine. And they also tell us to have a lifestyle change. What is this lifestyle change? They advise us to get rest, a bit of exercise, and then they also advise us to refrain from too much stress, as well as take healthy foods. And what are these healthy foods and how much? Vegetables and fruits are recommended for us, or even vitamins they do recommend. But vegetables and fruits are the best source of vitamins, we all know. How much should be given? What is the minimum requirement of fruits and vegetables per day? In terms of quantity, it is 5 cups or 400 grams. In terms of variety, it must have 5 different colors, according to the recommendation of the WHO in their workshop last September 2004. But is 5 really enough? The recommendation of WHO was presented to us 25 years ago. But with the many lifestyle diseases that are occurring, what should really be enough? The recommendation of the CDC, based on the weekly report in 2017 on its mortality and morbidity report, says that only 1 in 10 adults meet the federal requirement of fruits and vegetables, which was at that time around 5 fruits and vegetables. Let's look at the recommendation of other countries. Germany, Netherlands, and New Zealand recommends 5 portions of fruits and vegetables a day. Canada and Japan recommends 7 or more. Australia recommends 5 vegetables and 2 fruits, while France recommends 10 portions of fruits and vegetables a day for us to have a healthy immune system. According to the Harvard University School of Public Health, where they did a study of men and women in the United States, followed them up for 24 years. This is the result of the analysis of the health condition of these men and women who were studied. They found out that among these, vegetables and fruits are really important part of healthy diet. And variety is as important as quantity, because no single fruit or vegetable can provide all the nutrients that one needs to be healthy. In the same study, eating more than 5 servings of fruits and vegetables per day have been found out to reduce the risk of heart attack, stroke, cancer, and early death. And this is even the findings of WHO. The greatest benefit recommended by this study comes from eating 10 portions or about 800 grams of fruits and vegetables per day. What are the benefits that they found out? By eating 10 portions of about 800 grams of fruits and vegetables, it decreased heart disease by 24%, stroke by 33%, cardiovascular by 28%, cancer by 13%, and premature death by 31%. In the same study, the other benefits of fruits and vegetables they found out is that it can decrease cholesterol levels as well as improve blood pressure. It can boost the health of blood vessels and the immune system in general. And fruits and vegetables may reduce damage and even reduce cancer risk. Nowadays, what is the worldwide concern? Only 9 in 10 adults, 9 in 10 adults, I should say, are not eating enough plant foods daily. That is why we are having a health concern. The other concerns are the availability, accessibility, affordability of plant foods, as well as the food safety of these wholesome plant foods. At the moment, what are the personal risks that we are experiencing or that are present in this time of pandemic? Being a frontliner, having a weak immune system because of the pressure, the lack of sleep, and even the stress that we are encountering. Not only us as frontliners, but you also as well as other people. Then we're so fond of meat diet. We have a sedentary lifestyle now because we cannot go out. Obesity is also a personal risk. Hypertension and age beyond 60. Is there a solution? Shifting to wholesome plant-based diet is the recommendation so that all these risk factors can be, especially those of obesity, hypertension, and the age of 60, that makes us more prone to other illnesses like diabetes, hypertension, and other diseases can be solved. This is if we are consuming 10 cups of fruits and vegetables a day. What is the role of nutritional immunology? Why is it important? Science has come a long way in developing drugs that addresses specific diseases. But according to the science of nutritional immunology, nothing can replace a healthy immune system. Because when the immune system is functioning properly, the body has all the ammunition to combat diseases and recover from illness. This immune system is actually our inherent doctor, the doctor that is gifted to us by God. When we were created, we were already gifted with an immune system, and how to make it healthy depends on us. What is the role of this immune system? There are several roles. No, when we are confronted with various illnesses, this inherent doctor will seek and destroy this enemy because this immune system is distributed throughout our body. So anytime that we are attacked by infections such as bacteria, viruses, and even cancer, our immune system is provided with an army that will seek and destroy whatever it is that is confronting us. And then they are able to cleanse also the debris that results from this destruction. And the amazing function of our immune system is also that it is able to repair whatever it is that is damaged. Let us look at the different immune organs. Immune organs are categorized into major and minor immune organs. And these organs are the following. We have our adenoids, tonsils, right lymphatic duct, subclavian veins, the spleen, the Peyer's patches, even the appendix, our lymph vessels and lymph nodes, which comprise our minor immune organs. Our major immune organs, on the other hand, are the thymus and the red marrow producing bones. How do they function? Our bone marrow is where our cells are produced. The white blood cells, the antibodies are there are produced in the bone marrow, as well as the other cells that are important for us to be protected from illnesses. But what is the role of this thymus gland? Our cells should be specialized so that they will be able to destroy the invaders that enter our bodies. So what happens? The cells that are produced in the bone marrow some of them, they go to the thymus gland so that they will be trained. Like an army, for instance, here in the Philippines, the thymus gland is the PMA, where soldiers are trained to become specialists in the Air Force, in the Army, or in the Navy. So this is what happens with the thymus gland too. In the thymus gland, they are trained to become specialized cells. When we are attacked by a virus or a bacteria, especially if it is the second time, we have these memory cells that will remember that these are not good for our body. So there comes about a formation of a complex, the antigen-antibody complex, when we have these kinds of infections. And then with this, the helper T cells will be triggered. You know, we have all the helper T cells all over our body. So when the antigen-antibody is formed, the complex is formed, this will signal the release of helper T cells. And when helper T cells are called in the battlefield, cytotoxic T cells will also come into play and go on with the destruction of these invaders. If the cytotoxic T cells, like our macrophages, will not be able to combat them, then our natural killer T cells, especially in the presence of cancer, will come into play. This for specialized cells is they work in symphony so that any invader will be destroyed. And one amazing thing also that will happen is that when these invaders are destroyed, the garbage is there, our suppressor T cells will say that the battle is already over. When the suppressor T cells come into play, repair will take place and we get well from our illness. There is a new discovery which is considered a microimmune organ known as the capsular proliferative foci or the SPF. This is known to enclose and protect the lymph node. This occurs when an infection enters our body. The SPF acts quickly to form the first defense so that the spread of infection can be prevented. These SPF carry information on how to counter the invasive organism, and it is known to be the home of the memory B cells. As I told you earlier, the memory B cells, the one that will remember that there is a foreign body that is attacking us. And SPF is very important now because it has a great value in the development of modern vaccine. How else can we have a strong and healthy immune system? In 1987, the science of nutritional immunology scientists recommended that, that there are four factors that can affect our immune system. And this is talking about lifestyle change. And what are these? One is exercise. Why? Because when we exercise, the function of the lymph circulation is enhanced. In the same way that frequent muscle contraction will also lead to the improved functioning of our lymph circulation. When the lymph circulation is enhanced, there is excretion of the debris that comes about in the functioning of our immune system. So, mas madalas yung excretion ng byproducts. The other one that can influence our immune system is emotional stability. It has been found out that stress releases a hormone that weakens the immune system. Actually, this is called the stress hormone, the corticosteroid hormone. And when our immune system weakens, our digestive system weakens likewise. The other factor is that we should have enough rest and sleep. It is during this time that our immune cells are working to perform their function of cell repair. So this is really very necessary. Aside from the fact that enough rest and sleep can enhance our immune system. The fourth factor is proper nutrition. I have mentioned earlier that several countries are recommending various numbers of plant foods, various varieties, ranging from 5 to 10. But what is the recommendation of the science of nutritional immunology pioneered by Dr. Jau Fei Chen? Nutritional immunology is not about basic nutrition, meaning it does not speak of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. What is it about? The science of nutritional immunology, based on long-time research, recommends that proper nutrition should come from plant sources. Why? Because plants have phytochemicals. These phytochemicals make these plants thrive. They contain essential nutrition and fiber. Of course, when we have fiber, their digestion is aided. Apart from this, these phytochemicals that come from plants also flush out toxins. Generally, plant sources enhance health without any side effects. What about animal sources? Are they food for our immune system? Animal sources are usually high in fat and cholesterol, and they have excessive animal protein. Animal protein is not easily absorbed in our gastrointestinal tract. So if they stay there longer, they can burden our kidneys and cause bone density loss. Nowadays, you know that our animals are fed or given hormones so that they can develop faster. So nowadays, we have these animal hormones within this animal food that we are taking in. And if this is the majority of the diet that we have, our immune system is weakened. The other recommendation of nutritional immunology is that this plant food must be natural and healthy. When taken, when these foods are taken in its natural form, they don't contain harmful chemicals and they don't have stimulants. By the way, there are several kinds of plants. One is food, the other one is medicine, and the other one is toxin. The foods that should be taken in, the plants that should be taken in as food should be in the category of food and not in the herbal medicine. Herbal medicines cannot be taken every day, like tobacco, marijuana, cocaine, and coffee, because these are plants that are not safe for human consumption on a daily basis. The other category or criteria of proper nutrition researched by these scientists is that plant foods must be wholesome, because wholesome food are naturally balanced with nutrients. They are easily absorbed, and as I said, a natural wholesome food has no harmful side effect to the human body as compared to the isolated nutrients that we have in our pills. Isolated nutrients are chemically extracted, and with the extraction, the biological structure is altered. These drugs, which are isolated nutrients, pose side effects, especially when taken in excessive amounts. And with these side effects, it can harm our liver and our kidneys. So if you take in an orange fruit as compared to taking in 2 or 3 pills of vitamin C, you will know that the fruit that you're taking in has no side effect that will burden your kidney and your liver, but increased amount of vitamin C can pose damage to our organ systems. A very important criteria of proper nutrition is that the plant food must have high amounts of micronutrients. And these are the phytochemicals, the polysaccharides, and the antioxidants. What are these? Phytochemicals are compounds produced through photosynthesis that protect plants from sunlight. These are also the chemicals that give color, flavor, aroma, and taste to the food that we are taking. And they found out that phytochemicals have enormous healing and disease-preventing properties. Thus, they enhance our immunity. And the plant that has the most number of phytochemicals, around 10,000, is the cactus. The other micronutrient recommended are the polysaccharides, which can be sourced from the different types of mushrooms. Polysaccharides are long chains of sugars. When taken in, they do not alter the sugar content, of our system. They are known to destroy existing cancer cells and viruses apart from enhancing our immune system. They are known to inhibit tumor growth in any stage because they have a way by which they stimulate natural killer cells and macrophages. The other micronutrient are the antioxidants. We hear on television and on media that antioxidants prevent cell damage brought about by radiation from the sun and from the gadgets that we are using. These compounds are known to prevent cell damage through oxidation. They neutralize free radicals. They have strong anti-inflammatory properties, and they also stop cholesterol deposit in our blood vessels and in our liver. What else is the other criteria? One must consume a wide variety of wholesome plant foods every day. Remember, I mentioned earlier that 10 fruits and vegetables has been recommended as of late to be able to prevent us from getting these lifestyle diseases. The science of nutritional immunology has found out that each plant has its own group of nutrients. There is no single plant that has all the micronutrients. So they must be combined when we take them in. And the recommendation for us to have an adequate amount of phytochemicals, antioxidants, and polysaccharides, we must be consuming 15 types of plant foods every day in different species, color, taste, and parts. One very important uh, criteria of proper nutrition, which this nutritional immunology scientist undertook, was to have these plants undergo the COMET assay. This COMET assay is a procedure done in the laboratory to determine the safety of the plant in terms of its effect on the DNA repair mechanism of the body. And when these plants are subjected and they are found to be healthy for human consumption, the cell will show insignificant DNA damage. So it will not damage the DNA of our cells. While foods that are damaging to our DNA will transform the DNA into something like this that you see on your right side. The cell starts to develop a tail and will appear like a comet. And the longer the tail, the more damaging it is to the system or to the DNA. So these 6 factors, 6 criteria are those that are recommended to us by the science of nutritional immunology scientists so that we can have a healthy immune system, thus preventing illness and recovering from illness when we are taking our medicines. It's faster for us to recover if we follow proper nutrition. But I tell you, 15 kinds of fruits and vegetables, is that really possible for us to consume? Well, if for vegetarians, probably it could be. But is there a way that we can consume this so that we will be able to protect ourselves and enhance uh, ourselves immune system? Maybe we'll have to listen to the next speaker to know that this is possible.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hara, for that very clear, and wonderful explanation about nutritional immunology, Yan, palakpakan naman natin si Dr. Hara sa kanyang lecture, Yan. And so what have we learned sa lecture po ni Dr. Hara? Okay, and takeaway po natin is that nutritional immunology is the study of how proper nutrition can enhance the functions of our immune system, no? And then to have a strong immune system, sabi niya, we need to observe the 4 factors. You remember the 4 factors, that is exercise, sleep, emotional stability, and proper nutrition. Okay? Tapos diniscuss din ni Dr. Hara yung 6 criteria, which is plant food, must be both natural and healthy. We must be eating wholesome plant food that is all rich in phytochemicals, polysaccharides, and antioxidants, And number 5, that is varied, which means at least 15 varieties of plant foods a day. And our plant food must pass the COMET assay test. So all of you may be wondering, ano ba yung mga plant foods na ito na diniscuss ni Dr. Hara that is good for our immune system, no? So this will be discussed by our next speaker, who is a registered nurse with units on clinical nutrition, and she has been invited to speak to share nutritional immunology in nutritional conference in Singapore in 2019. She's a graduate of speakers training by Dr. Jau Fei Chen in 1998 and an advocate of nutritional immunology for 25 years already. So let us welcome Ms. Jerlita Manaog.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Jeruel. So kanina, na-explain ni Dr. Hara yung need para palakasin natin yung immune system natin. Kailangan yung proper nutrition. And also, she discussed something about the criteria on how to select these fruits and vegetables para palakasin ang ating immune system. So before we start, I'd like to give this disclaimer that the products of nutritional immunology are plant foods and they are not designed to cure or treat any diseases. It is here to nourish and balance our immune system. So we do not advocate self-medication for treatment and medical diagnosis. Please consult always your doctor po. And for accuracy of this information, please refer to the book of Dr. Jau Fei Chen, Nutrition, Immunity, and Longevity. And you can also ask some articles or marketing educational tools from the person who invited you tonight. So to begin with, kanina na pag-usapan the worldwide concern that 9 out of 10 adults hindi pala kumakain ng fruits and vegetables. So since nutritional immunology was discovered in 1987, nalaman na nila na kailangan pala natin kumain ng maraming fruits and vegetables or plant foods rich in phytochemicals, antioxidants, and polysaccharides. And the solution was founded nung nalaman nila yung research or results ng nutritional immunology. And the result of this amazing science is called convenient, wholesome plant food. So, dumaan pala sa mga meticulous research ang bawat ingredients na gagamitin para mapakain natin or makain natin para sa ating immune system. So, first, pinag-aralan yung soil. No, they also need to consider na bago sila magtatanim, they need to test first yung heavy metal content. Now, some people are using chemical fertilizers and pesticides, but in nutritional immunology, they are not using chemical fertilizers or pesticides and insecticides. So this science of nutritional immunology will also study the nearby farm hanggang sa mga abot pa nila yung matest nila yung soil. Because if, for example, their field ay hindi sila gumagamit ng chemical fertilizers, what if yung mga nearby farms ay gumagamit ng pesticides and insecticides? Paano kung humangin? So, makukontaminate na yung kanilang mga fruits and vegetables na mga tinatanim. So, paano naman pag umulan? So, makukontaminate pa rin yung soil. So, they are considering the soil na kailangan less ang heavy metal content because it will also affect the phytochemical of each plant food. So the first is they also need to study the best type of plant. Each type of plant has different amount of phytochemicals. Example, they will research on the pineapple. The pineapple has 26 number of phytochemicals. The oranges has 176 phytochemicals. And the cactus plant has more than 10,000 phytochemicals. So among the three, cactus is one of the very best type of plant na kailangan daw po natin kainin para lumakas ang ating immune system. Next is the best species of the plant. Different plants may kanya-kanyang species. Like for example, Julin ginseng. Julin ginseng, yung pinaka-well-known ngayon na ginseng plant, yung Korean ginseng. Korean ginseng is considered hot in nature. How about Siberian ginseng? Siberian ginseng is cold in nature. So something that is too hot and something that is too cold is not good for the immune system. They found out that Julin ginseng is the most balanced ginseng of all. And they also need to consider the harvest times. Kailangan malaman nila kung kailan nila kailangan i-harvest yung plant. Like for example po, yung banana. The banana kailangan mahinog sa puno. If color green yung banana and then i-harvest na siya, baka mas mababa ang makukuha natin na phytochemicals from the banana. They also need to consider the part of the plant. Each part of the plant yield different nutrition. Like for example, loofah plant. Yung patola na kinakain po natin. Remember that there are so many parts of the loofah plant. According sa science of nutritional immunology, the best part of the loofah plant is when you cut the stem and get the stem juice at yun ang may pinakamataas na bilang ng phytochemicals. So yun yung hindi natin nakakain. Radish, ang pinaka-best part yung leaf. At ang kinakain lang natin yung color white. But sa loofah plant, ang pinaka-the best yung stem juice. And not the fruit, not the flower, and not the leaves. And also, they need to consider the plant-food combination. So, gumagamit pa sila ng quantum physics wherein they are testing one plant plus another plant. Kung kakainin daw po ito ng sabay at hindi maganda ang combination niya, hindi siya magbibigay ng energy for the immune system. But if you will combine another plant plus another plant, kung good ang kanyang combination, it will give double energy for the immune system. Like for example, if you eat cactus fruit, acerola cherry, rose petals, and cranberries together, kakainin po natin yan, it will give more energy for the immune system. And the last is the food processing. Because they know that when we harvest or harvest yung fruit, like for example, the orange has 176 phytochemicals. At its peak of its phytochemical content, kung i-harvest nila yung orange at ilalagay sa box, paano kung from United States at dadalhin yung mga oranges dito sa atin sa Pilipinas? Ibig sabihin, mas pag na-detach na or natanggal na yung fruit from the tree, mag-uumpisa na pong bumaba ang phytochemical content. So to retain the nutritious or to retain the freshness, the color, the smell, and the nutrients intact, nutritional immunology, pinili nila yung food processing na kailangan ma-retain ang lahat ng nutrients. And the company and also nutritional immunology, pinili nila yung freeze-drying technique. The freeze-drying technique is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art technology wherein they are just removing the water content and leaving all the nutrients intact. And that is the freeze-drying technique. Kasi nga po, kung halimbawa, like if you will visit sa mga groceries, no, sa supermarket, pag bumili po tayo ng fruits, minsan wala na siyang smell. So, ibig sabihin, maari mas mababa na yung phytochemical. So, this is the concern of nutritional immunology. So, paano ngayon mapaparating sa mga consumers na fresh yung fruits and vegetables from nutritional immunology science or research? So, yung freeze-drying, ito yung technology na processing method na ginamit para makaabot yung freshness ng mga fruits and vegetables sa consumers. And one of the research na ginamit nga yung freeze-drying technique and the results of nutritional immunology, ito na po yung tinatawag natin na convenient, wholesome plant food. And the first research of nutritional immunology is the combination of 13 fruits and vegetables. And the product is called the soy green. Soy green is not a medicine, it's not a vitamin supplements, it's not a herbal medicine, but these are full pack of mixed vegetables and fruits rich in phytochemicals. So this is very timely, especially for those children na hindi kumakain ng gulay prutas, or even sa atin mga frontliners na we lack time already to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables. So this soy green will just give us the convenience for us to get all the fibers, the phytochemicals, the antioxidants, and the polysaccharides from this soy green. Okay? So, in one soy green, it has 150 calories. So, nakakatulong din po ito na makapag-maintain ng inyong weight. And this is perfect for meal replacement. So, kakainin niyo po ito na walang laman ang inyong tiyan. So, since sa panahon ngayon ng pandemic that we are all locked down, nakakontain tayo sa ating bahay, and we are not also sure about the fruits and vegetables na nabibili natin sa palengke, good thing that nutritional immunology, wholesome plant foods are here just to give convenience para sa atin. The next product research by nutritional immunology, yung tinatawag po natin na immunity. And immunity is a product with a combination of cordyceps mycelium, shiitake mushroom, ABM, maitake, cassia seed, and blueberries. The cordyceps mycelium ay mahirap po itong ma-harvest. Before we can get this cordyceps mycelium, kailangan daw po, based sa research na nutritional immunology, kailangan ilapit daw po natin yung ating eyes sa soil before we can see this cordyceps mycelium. And the good thing of these ingredients, this combination, it will increase the number of the natural killer T cells. It will increase our interferon and interleukin para maging ready yung ating immune cells to fight viral infection or even cancer. So with immunity, makakatulong din po ito to lessen inflammation sa loob ng ating katawan. And this is also considered as one of the best food if you have some friends na nag-undergo ng chemotherapy, because according sa research, when you consume these plant ingredients in combination, it can also help lessen the side effects of chemotherapy. The next result of nutritional immunology science is called rosy thyme. Rosy thyme is a combination of cactus fruits, acerola cherry, cranberries, and rose petals. The uniqueness of this plant food with dito sa rosy thyme, mataas po ang kanyang phytochemical because of the cactus fruit. It has 10,000 phytochemicals. And this rosy thyme has 50 times ang kanyang vitamin C content compared sa lemon. And this rosy thyme, when we consume it, nakakatulong pala to produce our natural collagen. It can also help our cardiovascular system, our central nervous system, our digestive system, and also our reproductive and respiratory system. Kung titingnan natin, parang overall yung kanyang effect sa ating katawan. Maybe because of the plant food combination dito that is synergistically working together to boost our immune system. Next is we have Rhapsody. The Rhapsody is a combination of cactus and American ginseng. These two unique ingredients, when we consume it together, nagdubos ang overall immune system po natin. So because of the American ginseng that can also help our central nervous system, it will also increase yung, na-enhance po yung NGF, yung nerve factor natin. So nakakatulong din po siya to prevent Alzheimer's disease or dementia. And when we consume it, nakakatulong po siya to increase our memory and concentration. And also, nakaka-prevent din po siya ng pag-grow ng cancer cells. So if you want to prevent or stop or halt the progression of cancer, maari po na tayong kumain ng Rhapsody every day. If you want to consume more protein, plant protein, so we have Soy Pro. Soy Pro is a combination of soybean and also Jilin ginseng. The Jilin ginseng is also here to nourish our cardiovascular system. The Soy Pro is also good for increasing our chances to prevent a cancer because of the genistein phytochemicals. So for those who wanted to maintain their muscles, they want to take in some calcium from soybean. Soy Pro is very nutritious for the body, and also it can help our reproductive system too. And it can also help na makatulong na bumaba ang ating blood sugar because of the soybean na nandito po sa Soy Pro. The next is PhytoFit. The PhytoFit is a combination of soybean and banana. This is perfect as alternative to cow's milk. So for our babies, if you just wanted to give something nutritious na food for them, instead of giving cow's milk, soy and PhytoFit is a healthier choice because the protein in soybean has 2 times ang protein content niya than meat, 3 times ang kanyang protein than eggs, and 12 times ang kanyang protein than cow's milk. And it has a lot of phytochemicals too from the soybean, especially for the phytochemical genistein. And with the banana, nakaka-aid din po for our maging healthy ang ating digestive system. With the Fiber Talk, this is a combination of psyllium husk, banana, and orange. So most of us are eating oranges, right? So kinukuha natin yung juice. The best part of the orange ay yung peel at saka yung fibers niya po doon sa orange. So mataas po ang soluble and insoluble fiber dito sa Fiber Talk. And with the Fiber Talk, nakaka-aid din po siya to have regular daily bowel movement. Nakaka-help din po siya to reduce toxin build up in the body. And also, it can help to control the absorptions of fats, cholesterols, and sugar because of the soluble and insoluble fiber na makikita po natin dito po sa Fiber Talk. And we also have berry beet. Berry beet is a combination of hawthorn, blueberry, raspberries, and cranberries. The uniqueness of this berry beet, it is very nutritious para maging healthy po yung ating cardiovascular system. So, mas nagiging strong yung blood vessel walls natin. And it can also help na maging healthy rin po ang ating liver. So, nakakatulong siya to prevent stroke from happening with this plant ingredients. We also have the chamomile. So, kung mahilig po kayong mag-inom ng mga tea with chamomile, I think this is highly recommended for you to change your tea and choose chamomile. Because chamomile is a combination of green tea, jasmine, and ashitaba. Now, this ashitaba, jasmine, and green tea, nakakatulong po siya that can also reduce stress and anxiety. And it also relaxes our mind and it can promote better sleep. So, kung gusto nyo rin lang po that you need to, yung iinom po kayo ng tea, so mas maganda po and recommended po namin ang chamomile kasi nakakatulong din po siya to help po na maging masipag yung ating mga garbage man of the body, yung mga macrophages natin to help remove the toxins from our cells and our body. Okay, and then we have the raisin tree. Now, if you're a person who love to drink alcohol beverages or marami na po tayo na-take in mga toxins sa body natin for the past many years. So, raisin tree is here to help na maging healthy ang ating liver. So, with the ginseng, Jilin ginseng, the monk fruit, and also the raisin tree, nakakatulong din po siya to help na bumaba po din po ang ating blood sugar. So, this is also perfect na recommendation na pagkain para po sa mga taong po meron pong diabetes. And so, with this nutritional immunology products, makakatulong po ito sa atin to help yung isang kailangan po natin to maintain our immune system with the sleep, rest, and exercise, emotional stability, plus proper nutrition. So now, if you are now ready to consume this, to add this to your daily diet, the direction is you need to dissolve this in ice or cold water or in lukewarm water. Wag lang po yung hot water. Okay, and you need to consume this na empty po ang inyong stomach 30 minutes before any meals and consume it any time of the day as a food. So if you will ask me like the journey paano kung umiinom ako ng mga medicine, do I need to stop it and then just consume nutritional immunology na pagkain? Well, for us as a consumer and an advocate of nutritional immunology, we recommend everyone to just consume this as a food and then continue drinking your medicine. The important reminders lang po, if you wanted to choose nutritional immunology as part of your daily meal to boost your immune system, kailangan lang po natin that we have the 90-day nourishment or 120 days nourishment because every day our bone marrow ay nagpo-produce po ng immune cells. So, every day, kailangan in 120 days, makabuo tayo ng battalions of healthy immune cells para maging ready ang ating immune system to fight and prevent diseases from happening sa loob ng katawan po natin. So, no restrictions po if you decide to consume this and you don't need prescription from the doctor. As long as, for example, if you have medical condition, you can also ask your doctors if you are allowed to eat the ingredients that I mentioned a while ago. Kung i-allow po nila kayong kumain ito, then you can choose and consume this nutritional immunology products. Okay? And remember that always seek medical consultation kung meron po kayong sakit. So if you will think now that, okay, Jerly, we are now ready to consume this, especially ngayon sa panahon ng pandemic that we are not even hindi tayo makasigurado sa mga kinakain natin. So, nutritional immunology is here to provide us this with the convenient fruits and vegetables for our immune system. So, 99% of all illnesses lies in the malfunctioning and weakening of our immune system. If the immune system is functioning properly, we will be able to defend ourselves from most illnesses, including viral infection, heart disease, or even cancer. And to maintain the immune system, so importante po yung 4 factors: sleep, exercise, emotional stability, and proper nutrition. Proper nutrition is just one of the equations. So to complete the equation, choose something healthy, wholesome, with the varieties of fruits and vegetables with a lot of phytochemicals. So thank you very much. And back to you, Sir Jervel.
Thank you so much, Miss Jerly. Okay, thank you for that discussion ng ating research, of nutritional immunology, especially yung mga plant foods na na-discover ni Dr. Chen that is good for our immune system.